Hello people, how you going? I'd like to make this short video about what I observe over the years in society and general society. After the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, society is trending towards a sort of isolation, introverted, insular type of lifestyle for individuals, families, and groups. Now, during the pandemic, we were all scared to hug each other, see each other, talk to each other. We had to wear masks. This was only obviously a couple of years ago, and it's had its damaging, lasting effects on people and society in general. Now, there's one reason why people don't really care these days. I think what I've observed around my town, my city, in my country, such a prosperous Western nation, Australia, people have become more lonely, and they're obviously the key words. They're lonely, they're isolated, they're introverted. They're turning towards an introverted, lonely lifestyle. There's obviously evidence of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has had its lasting effects on the way people interact with each other and their sense of community and family and friends. Now, I think the sense of community has nearly died, especially around where I am. Neighbours don't often say hello, nobody cares. It's a pretty lonely life unless you have a partner and immediate family. If you've got a wife and kids, I suppose that'd be an ideal good life. But for a single bachelor person like me, in society, it's pretty hard, it's pretty rough, it's pretty lonely. There are hurdles and steps to overcome in terms of making friends, and people are very busy. People are often too busy for one another to help each other out and talk to each other these days. I think people like us a bit scared of each other still after the COVID-19 pandemic. Now with obviously technology, a lot of technology is controlling us. Everybody's introverted in terms of they're all glued, they're all addicted to their mobile phones, and the so-called digital world of socializing, social media, they don't often want to have totally real interactions and socializing with other people. This is due to the one evidence of the COVID-19 pandemic. Number two is technology controlling our lives. And number three, I'd say a reason for the lonely lifestyle of society is trending, where not many people care and neighbours don't really care. The sense of community is dying. We have become like hermits. People never go out at night where I am. People are too busy, they work, they go home, and they work again the next day. People are too busy for each other. Another reason for this example of isolation in society, the way it's trending, is political correctness. People are often too scared to tell the truth to anyone else in an social interaction. And they're often like governed by political correctness. A lot of people just lie to each other, smooth things over in social situations and saying it's going to be okay. But like really nobody cares, and like it's beginning to be a pretty sad society with the technology and the controlling us every day and night. I mean, people can just stay in their homes. They go to work if they have to nearly every day, and people can just stay in their homes and not socialise, be isolated and introverted. They can stay in their homes and order Uber Eats for food, get it delivered to your door without going out towards down the shops and socialising with the community. And and they can watch Netflix, binge Netflix at home in a very isolated way and stay at home all the time. I think that's what society is obviously trending towards, a more isolated system where people don't tell the truth to one another and don't tell them how it really is. The community doesn't care. Neighbours are isolating themselves. It's a very sad realisation I've had with this sort of isolation, and I often feel lonely, as a lot of other people do. I think that's due a lot to technology and the aftermath side effects of the COVID-19 pandemic with social isolation. So, I mean, you'll take care out there. Hope you have friends and family, but often you'll find people are too busy for one another to actually sit down and have a talk with you about reality, about real life. Even in my instance, my personal situation, my relatives are too busy for me. They're often scattered around the world, around the country, isolated, people working too hard. They're like, it seems like a lot of people are crawling into their shells socially and not socialising as much and being scared of the outside world. I mean, it's not in Western prosperous countries, it's not a very dangerous place. We can still enjoy socialising, so I don't know why people are socially isolating themselves and becoming introverted as such. I think it's got to do with a lot of factors, but this is the way society is trending, I think. And thank you, bye.